Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. This defense for the Jets, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They hand this off to Harris. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. They run the counter. It's Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's not like pressure but affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense.
Completions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Fighting his way through contact. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Switch.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. First down and more for Jackson. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterbacks can just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Fights him off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
2nd and 2. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
The football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions.
But to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They go play action now. Wilson being chased out left. He'll swing this out to Mostert. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, They have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
And some room to roam now. And they finally get him down at the other 46. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there, handing to their big guy to pick up a first down.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They run with Mostert off the option. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.